into the winter season, the college enrollment and financial application deadlines are looming. To help families navigate the maze of college admissions, HISD has created the College Success Centers in many of our high schools. So Jeremy, tell us about the College Success Centers and what type of services they offer our students and their families.
So we're really excited this year to be able to expand the support that the district and our schools provide to students throughout the college application process and the financial aid process. So what we do is we start in the fall specifically with seniors and help provide individual advising to them. So we reach out to students, we go get them, we identify students who we want to work with who we think would benefit from additional targeted support. So we work with students and advise them through best fit colleges, identifying ones where they'll be very successful at and hopefully persist and graduate from. We also help them through the financial aid process as well, help completing FAFSA and the TASFA. And we also help them identify other opportunities to help explore college options and through the whole entire application process every step of the way.
And so do you have any involvement at all with lower classmen, juniors, sophomores?
Yeah, so this is the first year of this new part of our initiative. We've been able to place 28 college advisors across all the schools, and that's in addition to some of the other stakeholders that are already working on the campuses. And so this spring, we're really excited to start work with juniors. So we'll do some outreach and some classroom visits to help explore different college options and help them identify ways that they can start early. We know that access to college doesn't start at senior year, so we try to build the college-going culture across the entire campus at all grade levels so that it's part of the language that's used and so that it's part of the deeply ingrained into the culture and into the conversations that happen across the campus, not just with seniors.
It sounds exciting. So Keisha, you manage the center at Lehigh School where all of the whole college initiative started years ago. What are you doing with your seniors, let's say, over the Christmas holidays?
So at Lehigh School, we have a college prep class, and so 50% of our seniors take the college prep class. The other 50% visit the college center, and the CSA and myself both pull those students from their classes, mostly ancillary classes or electives, and finish the application process, help them send their SAT scores, get their letters of recommendations from their teachers, help them reach out to get that process done. And then we're starting actually having a FAFSA night this Wednesday, an information session with our parents so that they'll know how important it is to file their taxes early so that we'll be ready to run in January when we return to do the FAFSA and scholarships.
Wow, a lot of work. At Lee, you have a large number of immigrant and undocumented students. How are you able to service them and how are they able to access college?
So with our students who are undocumented or immigrants, what we do with them is they fill out the TASFA application. They do an affidavit if they've been in the United States for 36 consecutive months or at least 1 year, where we can document that based on their high school transcript. That's what the college uses to determine if they're allowed any financial assistance. So we call those students in small groups, and we have some internships and some programs that work highly with our students. For DACA, LULAC, FIEL is a new one that just came, and they met with me, and he's coming in the spring. And also we have a newcomer center there. So it's easier to identify our students because when they enroll, we kind of already know what the process is. So we're able to approach them in a different manner and assist them the best way we can to get to apply to Texas and California schools for the most part, because we know where that financial assistance comes from.
Okay. Mansoor, how has the college culture been impacted at Cashmere and Wheatley with Success Centers?
The college culture has been growing greatly with the introduction of the College Success Centers. Having someone on campus who is devoted solely to college access and helping students walk through this somewhat mystifying process. For many students and families, it's the first time going through this process. So having someone there on campus that can walk them through every step, not only the applications, but also the scholarships and the financial aid segments of the application, has really allowed for college going to flourish on the campuses. Students know that they have someone there that is able to answer their questions. Parents know that there's someone there looking after their students and helping them make this transition to that next segment of their educational careers. So by having someone there devoted to college going, it has allowed the college going culture to really grow and expand.
So are the students seeking you out, or are you going and reaching out to them, or is it a hybrid of both? How does that intake process work?
It's definitely a hybrid system. Our goal is to reach every student. If there's some students that are more of our eager beavers that will come to us at the beginning of the year and they're in the office regularly, we know exactly what is going on with them, what their application status is, because they're letting us know. So there's absolutely that segment of student, but also there are students that maybe are a little bit more shy or don't know what they want to ask, so they're not asking any questions. But we go after those students. We'll go get them from their elective classes, sit them down and have those individual advising sessions that can really help them think through the process, come up with their own goals and their own ideas for how they want to continue their educational careers, but we are there to provide them the information and the assistance to help get them wherever they're trying to go.
So Ashley, you're number 6 in your class. How has the Success Center played a part in you choosing or applying to college, and how involved have you been with the Success Centers?
Well, I would say the first week of school, I didn't know what the Success Center was. And so I heard it on the announcements, and I'm like, well, maybe I should just go down there and just try it out and see what it is. So I walked in there, and I'm like, I don't know anything. I know a little bit, but I don't know, much about the college process. And so Mr. Mahmood was actually the first advisor that I met. And so I remember the first day we sat down, and one of the first steps that I had to take was sending off my SAT score, something as small as that. I didn't know what to do. And so he walked me through that process, and then I started going each and every day. And then I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough to apply to some of these colleges, even though I'm number 6. I'm not sure. So he's like, really? And I'm like, well, yeah. And so he sat down and he talked to me, and he's like, well, you should look at where you see yourself, what you want to do. Don't let anyone make the decision for you. You make this college decision on your own. And so little talks like that gave me the courage to apply to schools like Texas A&M and UTSA and Texas State. And I was able to get into those schools. And so, I mean, it was just, it's a really good process. And it's like now I know everything about the College Center, what steps I need to take, and I took initiative. I spent 30 minutes every day. Something as small as 30 minutes got me really far every day, so I had to prioritize my time. So that's basically it. So it's really helped me a lot, and so I'm really happy to meet Mr. Mahmood, and just being able to be involved and go there every day. It's a wonderful feeling.
So do you think that the information is being spread, and or have you helped spread the information around the College Center, and are you passing that information along so that?
Yes, I really am. I'm pretty sure that probably every student at Wheatley High School is like, yeah, Ashley's always in there. So if they're not there, then you can go to Ashley, because I'm constantly there. I have students who, if Mr. Mahmood is in a meeting or something like that, and they're like, Ashley, can you help me fill out my college application? I've learned so much that I'm able to do that. I'm able to walk them through sending off their SAT scores and their ACT scores and how to go about getting these fee waivers and different scholarships and things like that. And so I feel like I've learned a lot to the point that I don't even need him to sit right there and to help me help the students. I'm able to do it on my own.
Wow.
So I think that's wonderful. I don't know, it's just a wonderful feeling, because I really started off not knowing anything about this college process, and it's like now I know everything and all the steps that I need to take, and I've been able to do it on my own. I guess I just needed that little push, and so going into the College Center really gave me that push that I needed.